Hello and welcome to this week's yoga flow. So this week we're going to be coming into our Astavakrasana or our 8-angle pose, which is an arm balance. So I hope you have fun and enjoy it. So we are starting on our backs this week. So just coming down on your mat and bringing your knees into your chest and just giving them a hug. And maybe rocking side to side if that feels good on your hips and your lower back. And then taking your hands on the inside of your knees. If you're flexible enough, grabbing the outside of your feet. If you can't do that, you can grab your shins, that's fine. And just pulling your feet down to the ground, slowly rocking. Just nice and gentle at first. And letting go. And now we're going to come into our yoga bicycle. So taking one elbow to the opposite knee and extending the other leg and making sure you're twisting your upper body to outwards. And that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing your knees in and then coming up into a seated position. Just giving your shoulders a nice few big rolls. One way and then the other. Taking your left hand onto the ground, reaching your right arm up overhead. Feeling that stretch in the right side of your body, and now twisting your right hand so your torso is facing to the side of the mat. It's feeling a nice twist in your body and coming up and over to the other side. So bringing the left hand over, feeling that nice stretch and twisting and taking your hand down to the ground if you can reach that far. And one more time each side. And up to the other side. Feel that nice twist. And up. And taking your feet out as wide as comfortable for you. And making sure you're sitting upright. So if you can't sit like this, maybe put like a rolled up blanket or a block or something underneath your butt so you can sit up straight. If you can't do this one at first, just keep trying. It will eventually, you will eventually build the strength and be able to do it. Doesn't matter how high you lift your foot, because we're going to be putting our hands onto the ground and lifting our foot up. So if you can only just lift it the tiniest bit, that's fine for now. So we're just going to be doing 10 each side. The more you lean forward, the harder it will be. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the other side. One side will probably be easier than the other. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then leaning forward. Just feeling that nice stretch on the inside of your legs. And coming up, crossing your legs and coming into your first downward facing dog. So you may just want to walk your legs out a little bit here. And taking a big deep round of breath. And bringing your right knee through to your right chest. Now twisting to the left, lifting that left hand and taking that right foot out. Coming back and back to your downward dog. If you cannot hold your foot in the air, you can put your bum onto the ground. So left knee in now, twisting to the right, taking the left foot out. back to downward dog. Right knee again, twisting it to the left. Now we're going to hold this time. I'm going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7. That's taking your foot up. By pulsing, I mean 4, 3, 2, 1. I may have put in an extra one there, I'm not too sure. Now on the left side, and pulsing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into your down dog. Walking your legs out if you need to here. I'm going to roll forward, down onto your belly. Now we're going to do our swimmers. So keeping your tailbone tucked, take your crown towards the front of the mat, just lifting your head slightly off the ground, taking your arms out in front of you and swim them around, palms facing up to your lower back and back to the front. So that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, lifting up into your down dog. Taking a round of breath here. And next inhale, right knee to chest, opening to the left, kicking your right foot through, coming back and stepping that right foot forward, coming into your low lunge. Squeezing your two inner thighs here for a second and release. Opening the right arm up into a nice twist. Feeling that stretch along the shoulders and the front of your chest. And the right hand down, now pivot. Lifting that back knee and the back foot, opening up, pivoting the back foot and coming up into your warrior two. Again, keep this nice and strong here. And taking your right hand down to the ground and coming into your side angle. If you need to keep your right elbow on your right knee, that's fine. Now, shifting, if you can, that right shoulder, if your hand is on the ground underneath the right knee, placing the right hand on the outside, pivoting that back foot, coming around. So your right foot is sort of hooked around your arm. If you have the flexibility, lifting that right leg up, taking it around and back to your down dog. And on your next inhale, left knee to chest. Kicking it through, coming back, stepping through into your low lunge. Squeezing those two inner thighs together and relaxing down, placing the right hand on the ground, opening up to the left. Releasing that left hand down, picking up that back right foot, opening up into your warrior two. Keeping your thighs nice and strong here, coming down into your side angle. If your left hand is on the ground, trying to hook your left shoulder sort of underneath your left knee. If it's just your upper arm, that's fine. Pivoting that back foot, placing your right hand on the ground, lifting that back leg, off left leg, coming back into your dog. One more round of breath here. And bringing your right knee through to your chest. kicking it to the left, coming through. So now stepping your right foot in front, now lifting your back foot up and kicking it through into your pistol squat on the right side. And if you can, bringing your hands up to heart, keeping your left foot off the ground. If you can't do that, that's fine. Your other side might be easier. Now picking it back up, swinging it back through warrior three. Now stepping down, left hand onto the ground, lifting your right arm up to the sky in a twist. And hands back down, drop the back foot, coming into your warrior two. Squeezing your inner thighs together. Now releasing the right hand down, coming into your side angle. Taking your top left hand, facing your palm out, taking it back to your right hip, grabbing underneath with your right hand, opening up in a bind. Looking down at the ground, tucking your shoulder under more, releasing your hands, lifting that back foot, taking that foot back around into your downward dog. Inhale, left knee to chest, stepping through. Coming back, stepping left foot down as if you're going to go into lunge, then picking up that back right foot, kicking through into your pistol squat. Now, I don't think I'll be able to lift my hands up on this side today. If you're sitting on your bum, that's totally fine. Now placing your hands back on the ground, taking that right leg back through, as if through your warrior three, and stepping it onto the ground. Right hand down, left hand up. Left hand down to the ground, dropping that back foot into your warrior two. Taking that left hand to the ground or to your knee, coming into your side angle. If you're able to, coming into your bind, peeling the top shoulder open, looking to the ground, taking your arm underneath your leg a bit more, placing your hands on the ground of each side of your left foot, lifting that back foot, the back heel off the ground, swinging the front foot back to your downward dog. Taking a few breaths here. Inhale, right knee to chest. Stepping through, out to the side, sorry. Taking your right foot to the front of the mat. Left foot comes through into your pistol squat. Hands to the ground. Taking that left foot back. Right hand to the ground. No, sorry, left hand to the ground. Opening up. Now twisting onto the blades of your foot, opening up even further. Stepping back and coming into your side plank. And releasing your butt down to the ground. Coming into a sort of seated position. Now we're going to take your right knee or your knee that's to the back of the mat, taking that sort of as if you're trying to get it over your arm or your shoulder. Your hands are going to come shoulder width in front of you, pressing more into the base of your palms. You're still using your fingers, but most of the weight is going into the base of your palms. Shifting your weight, hooking your left foot around your right, and coming into your Astavakrasana. Lifting those feet up and then coming down, taking that left knee onto the ground, the right leg over, and coming into a twist. And releasing, coming down onto your belly and back into your downward dog. If you didn't quite manage to get into 8-angle pose on that side, it may be a little bit easier on the other. I know the other side is a lot easier for me. Now left knee through to chest, kicking it through, bringing it forward. Bring that right foot forward into your pistol squat. Bending that right knee, hands to the ground. Stepping back, right hand to the ground, and opening your left hand up. Now pivoting onto the blades of your feet, stepping back into a side plank. Now coming back down to the ground. I will show you again on this side, on the other leg. So I'm trying to think which way I'm going. Okay, so I will be going this way now. So taking your left leg, knee, over your left shoulder, upper arm, hands to the ground at shoulder distance apart, and lifting your butt off the ground, coming into your 8 angle pose. And then relaxing back down. Your right knee's on the ground this time. Your left leg comes over. Coming into a nice twist, feeling that stretch along the side of your upper leg. And releasing and coming back down onto your mat on your belly. Taking a few deep breaths. Taking one foot at a time, grabbing the top of your foot, feeling the nice stretch in the front of your quad. Now to make sure you feel this stretch, nice, imagine your tailbone is tucking towards the base of your mat. Then you should feel that stretch nice and deep in the front of your quad. And release. Grabbing the other foot, tucking the tailbone to feel the nice stretch. And release. Either rolling onto your back into your Shavasana or coming up into a seated position. I hope you really enjoyed that today. I'm sweating. I think it's like 39, 38 degrees here today. I'm insane. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely day and I'll see you next week. Namaste.